TQ here. You mean we got Aftermath one. We got TQ underscore Ghost, and we have Quan Unid. I'm pretty sure these the accurate names. Today we got a podcast for y'all.
I'm Infinite Ghost, by the way.
I'm sorry. That's Infinite Ghost 88, might add, or it's a singular. I'm not sure.
It's a singular on PSN because I lost my old account.
Account recovery. Have you heard of it?
I can't, bro. I don't know my email address or my password.
Shit, ouch. That's why I hate signing out of stuff. But that being said, we got a Demon Slayer podcast for y'all today. Well, just thoughts and topics. We just want to brush over some things, our thoughts and feelings on the show. I mean, I personally think it was incredible. How about y'all?
As do I. I mean, who doesn't think that John is one of the masterpieces?
He said masterpiece.
I was about to say masterpiece.
I'm not disagreeing with you.
At
the least from a visual aspect.
I mean, when you foldable, that's a given. You foldable, but the only reason I'm hesitant with a masterpiece because I feel like you have to. I watch battle rap, right? And I'm gonna make this. It's a small comparison, real short. It's like you will call a battle a classic when it stands the test of the time. That's how I feel like anime has to do with masterpieces. Like it can't be a masterpiece until I want to say like 4 or 5 years later. And when you rewatch it, it give you that same feeling. Like, yo, this was fire then, and it's fire now, regardless of the situation. That's my only 2 cents on it. But we can start with the first topic, season finale recap. How did y'all feel about the season finale?
I was shocked when I first seen that joint, bro. I'm watching it and it showed like the lower moons. I'm like, okay, they setting up for next season. We have to fight these niggas, okay. And he just started murking niggas. I'm like, what?
Oh yeah, Muzan was bad as shit. Pause.
First thought I have.
Cool from Michael to Janet real quick.
Gender is a social construct. The problem that I really enjoyed the season finale. It just, I don't know if it's me being sexist, misogynistic. I just not a big fan when, or I mean, I guess it was me making it him being male to begin with, but for him to shape shift like that, at least when your voice deep but your face, I don't even want to touch that can. I don't even want to touch that can. But as far as cliches go, I feel like they executed well. Like Muzan letting you know he's playing. Yeah. But then it brings up the question, like, if Muzan is this, like, I'm just curious. I mean, I guess the show gotta continue, but just a thought of mine, like, he could have easily, like, I don't think it would have took him an ounce of a second to slaughter Tanjiro.
Hell
like,
no.
When he met that man in the street.
Hell no.
Like, if he was, like, I ain't gonna lie, like, the animation and the cinematic, like, that whole location of where Muzan was slaying the lower moons was just, like, aesthetically beautiful.
And
like,
shit.
It's like, yo, like, you're not just drawing that. Like, that wasn't, that's just, it was impeccable. I enjoyed it. And a testament to good anime for me is when I enjoy the small stuff. Like, if I'm waiting for us to get past the small stuff, that I feel like you're not doing the small stuff well. But the interactions between Tanjiro, Kanetsu, and Osuke.
After episode 19, nothing, like, no action happens. It's just them recovering and training. That's what I'm saying. It was still enjoyable. It's like
the train station. What's the name when they went to the train station?
This nigga was headbutting the train.
Like, I'm not mad. I'm not mad. I enjoy the small, like the little training arc and all that. Like you gotta give yourself something. Like that's good pacing. So I enjoyed it.
Same, bro. Even after the Muzan part where he went to what's the chick, the butterfly chick, and she talked to him, and I was like, I didn't know she could talk, first of all.
Facts.
I thought she was like,
oh yeah.
Then he talked to her, and he got her to talk, and she flipped a coin and shit. And he did that main character shit. He got her to believe in herself, and
But I enjoy that from Tanjiro. Because with Tanjiro, it doesn't feel... Alright, how I want to articulate this. It doesn't feel forced or like random. Like, it feel like Tanjiro is just the upbeat guy. And one of my favorite parts about Tanjiro is that he's not trying to be Hokage, Wizard King, Pirate, King Island. He's not trying to do none of it. He's just trying to save sister, and this is how he's doing it while helping people.
Fact.
Like, if you're going to be the righteous guy, it's like, okay, he's righteous, but he's not portraying himself as Jesus clean.
I'm about to say,
like
he's not moral Jesus.
Jesus.
Like, he chilling for the most part.
Yeah.
But he's trying to save his sister. Like, that's the component that I enjoy.
Yeah, and it's like, even if he's fighting demons that have killed people and murdered people, he still got sympathy for him and shit. Like, when he killed the butterfly chick, not the butterfly chick, the spider chick, when he came through the sky, and he's changed his form to like a Gentoo like rain, and killed her like softly. I was like, that's my nigga, bro.
I don't even think you could be legit angry with showing them protagonists. Like, I feel like sometimes you're just like, yo, in the absence of all the bullshit, I feel like you a little too upbeat. You a little too Jesus for me. You a little too like Jesus for me. Not saying that you can't be righteous. It's just a blend to it that you gotta have.
And some realism,
So,
like, cause nobody is like fucking like that. So like,
but and then I mean, yeah, I'm like, yeah, Liddy, smash. She gonna flip the coin and it don't even matter. You got it. Yeah, just giving me time. That was giving me that's what I like though. It's organic. Like, she didn't fall for him because she was a damsel in distress. It was more like, here goes a piece of advice for you. You know what I mean? Just because life was hard for you, don't mean you can't do your numbers. That's why. Yeah.
Cause she gave up on life. She said, nothing I do matters, so I don't talk. I don't decide for things for myself. Like,
that's a little crucial. Like, what happens if you gotta go to? You gotta keep. So like I don't want to be a bit morbid saying this, but I would try to be as nice as possible, or I would spice it up. But I'm a fan of those kind of characters. Like, I like those kind of characters.
I see the appeal. I do see the appeal, but it's from the perspective, if you get that character to break out of that, it's indicative of who you are as an individual. I mean, you got the sauce. If you can get that character to be more human-esque, that would be the appeal.
I think the goal to eat all those characters like that in anime is for them to change by the influence of the main character. And like most animes, it's like it's forced. It's like
I would agree.
It's kind of like the harem shit where people fall for the main characters for no fucking reason. And so
because their fucking panties was blown up by the wind, and the main character saw, and she saw him, and it was like.
That's why I like the butterfly chick, like in Tangerine. Granted, like, you've seen this man training, sweating, giving it his all. You see that he's righteous, and he's overall thorough ball. And your teacher like him too, like not on that same level, but you know he a thorough ball. Like you know moving forward he cool. And
shoot, he like him enough to swear seppuku if his sister fuck up.
That's why I genuinely like Tanjiro.
Yeah,
like, I like that whole dynamic.
And even his influence on Inosuke and Zenitsu, like, because when he was training and they gave up, they saw him kept going back and training every day, and it was like, fuck, nigga, he gonna lap us.
Right? How he gonna be in the gym while we not there? Like,
and then at the end, I think Kano, the butterfly chick, she came back and she influenced, she motivated them.
I don't think people realize, like, Tanjiro didn't win. That's what I like. That's what I appreciate. Or I mean, if we go into another topic, I was
We're talking about the episode 19.
Yeah. Like, if we go into if that's the next topic we want to.
You cut out what you said?
I said if the next topic we want to approach, if that's the one we want to approach, like, I would suggest our favorite moments in the series.
We're gonna get into it.
I think my favorite part undoubtedly has to be has to be, just for me, is when Tanjiro, I'm not gonna say loses, is when, okay, I gotta add context, right? Because after episode 19, after him and his sister developed that combo technique, she absorbed the blood, he got the fire flames at the end of the broken sword, and then get the slash through. It's like, it appears that he wins. Demon Slayer blows up, like just the anime community, period.
Right.
Good. Every anime made videos about Demon Slayer, how
no cap.
But the next week, I feel like all of that was circumvented by the fact that
he didn't.
The Spider Ball chopped his own head off through decapitation to avoid the loss. So I feel like all the hype, like everything that this show just generated, like it counts, but it was circumvented a little because Tanjiro, like let's be real, Tanjiro lost. Like let's be real, he put in so much work.
He did lose.
Like, it wasn't a tie. It wasn't one of those down at the expense of me or a sacrifice. No, Tanjiro, you reached your peak, and it was a dynamic duo between you, and it still wasn't enough. But for me, it just shows me, like, it ain't going, at least for Tanjiro, he still got ways to go. Because if you look at the other people, like, Kanetsu, you can make the argument it was because he killed his opponent, but it was damn near double KO type situation if he didn't get the cure. True. And then Inosuke just got pummeled. He fought. I let a fight he had where he was like, I can't break through with my sword. Yo, this nigga's stronger than me. But then when he was like, I'm gonna bang on my own to get through, when he finally cut the arm off, Inosuke was like, yup, you better run. I'm gonna get. Ooh. But then when the bull molded his skin, the father, the spider, he grabbed him by the scalp and just squeezed. I'm like, oh.
He was crushing my man's whole skull. Like.
I'm mad before all that. He had the flashback and shit. He was like, who the fuck are you?
He was making board juice out of this man. But I feel like them losing just it shows you gotta go. Like there's levels to this, and you're not just gonna. I'm motivated by X, so therefore I'm gonna just overcome this. Like there's levels to it, and they gotta work up. That was probably my favorite moment. Like, it made me feel all these anime like reviews on Demon Slayer. For him to have decapitated himself and be like, funny. Nah, bro, that was split. I'm gonna give you credit, almost. We gonna call you almost the apocalyptic man. And that's why.
And I fuck with Rui because that's One voice actor. I fuck with him.
That it. I didn't even peep. He was. Wow. But I mean, it also go back to villain day number 3. Like if you give the pro tag enough, like let's be real, that whole situation. Like if his blade wasn't strong enough to cut your webs in the first place, but you was toying with him, that's what happened. That's what happened when you let people slide. But that was my favorite moment. What was yours?
You got your response? I'm still debating mine.
Yep.
All right, go ahead.
Yep. I got about 3, so I'm gonna just go down the list.
Sheesh.
I'm gonna start off by saying every bit of Muzan's moments, because as a main villain,
whenever he was on screen, he incited fear, bro.
Yes, and I am a big fan of that. I like that. Very intimidating. And Inosuke, obviously, his moments are funny as shit. Just headbutting everything. I find that to be funny. And obviously, well, not obviously. Hold on, wait. Just yeah. I guess this could just be a moment of all the characters I'm saying, but yeah, just the Nezuko moments in general too.
Facts. Nezuko, like
I enjoyed the Nezuko.
She
I got a collection of her fucking memes for a reason, dog. Fuck it, baby mode.
I also YouTube earlier. I saw like a video. It had a thumbnail Nezuko when she was in the Hashira boy trying to give her the blood, and she was inside the box, and she was pouting inside the box with an angry face. That shit was so funny, bro.
Bro, that's one of my favorite images, and the one where she just sitting there, the baby. That shit is funny, dog.
But I'm really torn between my favorite moments because obviously my nigga Zenitsu, like when he first was introduced, I knew he was gonna be my man off the rip. I knew he was gonna be a crybaby because based off the intro, you could see him like crying and running from Inosuke and shit. But
yeah,
I fuck with thunder users, lightning users, electricity users, so I had to fuck with him, and he ain't disappointed because when he first went to sleep, bro, and he turned up on that nigga in that room,
turned up on him in that room.
One shot that nigga.
What?
What's funny about him is that when he you sleep, like when you look at him, you sleeping on him, but when he sleep, you woke.
Yeah, facts. My only problem with when shows do, I feel like he won't. I mean, he probably will. I don't know. I mean, if he ever capable of harnessing his ability woke, but I feel like when he sleep, I feel like it's this weird thing where I want people to get recognition for what they put in.
Right.
At least understanding and level of respect that they deserve. Like, I remember when Saitama like beat Boros and nobody saw the fight, and then afterwards it's like they just went on a day. Like in my head, I'm like, no, this guy wasn't here. He would have blew up the planet. Why y'all? And for Zenitsu's sake,
but it's kind of the opposite for Zenitsu. Like everybody else sees it, but he doesn't. So he doesn't give himself the credit.
But look, nobody saw Zenitsu. Nobody put in that work. Like I just wish, like, we were gonna obviously get it in like next year. And after it's gonna be a scene where like Tanjiro and Inosuke sees that, because if I'm Tanjiro, I know he's capable to some extent. Like the coward situation is like, all that aside, you here now capable of something. And if I'm Tanjiro, well, I know he got next level hearing, so I know he has some skill. But they never, like, they didn't get to see that. Like, imagine how cool that would have been.
They'll probably see it on this train. Most likely, bro.
Like lightning breath.
And the fact that he only uses one technique, but he masters that shit to the fullest
That's
extent.
fire. That's that. I think that's Bruce Lee, where you study one move 1,000 times instead of 1,000 different moves.
Yeah, he said, "I fear not the man who practiced 1,000 moves once, but I fear the man who practiced one move 1,000 times." Some shit like that.
That's about to be an ability.
Fire.
That's about to be somebody about to say that. About to say that.
But yeah, one of my other favorite moments was when Inosuke he first saw Nezuko in the box. He was trying to hit the boxing, but my nigga Zenitsu was on top of that shit. Like, nah, this Tanjiro like pressed his box. I'm gonna defend this shit until he came back. And Zenitsu didn't even know what was in the box, but he defended that shit anyway. And I feel like that fucking he just met Tanjiro like probably like a couple days beforehand, and he protected that box anyway. That solidified him as my man, cause like that's some camaraderie shit you can't find everywhere, bro.
Said that's some camaraderie can't find everywhere. That's a fact. That is a fact.
There's some true homie stuff until he saw what was in the box and wanted to.
He wanted to square up.
I ain't never had demon move full. I mean, my thing about that is just all that told me is that with the right like Zenitsu gonna overcome the coward aspect when it's when the chips on the table, he's coming.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm just
like
curious to see.
It's gonna be because of Nezuko.
When he's woke, like I'm just waiting. I'm be honest with you, I'm waiting for that moment.
There might be like a 6-year time skip for that happening, my nigga. Might take a while.
Or even if it's sleep, I just want Tanjiro and Inosuke to. I just fire.
I never even peeped that.
Like,
Yo, could you imagine though that the easiest gateway for him to be in woke mode, I mean to be in sleep mode while woke was just to drink. Like he get a drink and he just fire like Rock Lee.
I'm gonna say Loopy Fist.
Loopy Fist. I mean, but his lightning, that was tied like that. I would make. Well, I mean, until we seen Tanjiro with like the fire flame style, like I would have said Zenitsu was the most like the light. I feel like lightning is like highly potent. Like if you a lightning user, that's potent. Like you,
That's what I'm
it's a
saying, bro.
difference. Like you got fire benders, then you got lightning benders. Like you see what I'm saying?
I feel you.
So I would have said he was the most potent until Tandro did the fire flame Jones and Nezuko. That moment, yeah. I enjoyed those moments too. I thoroughly enjoyed it.
And I like how they made a distinction between the fire and the flames though. Like it's two different genres. Like
I mean, you got flame, and then you got fire.
Yeah, I feel like the difference is that fire is like a more like destructive, destroy, like kill type of shit, and flame is like more like warmth and light and you know what
controlled.
I mean? Yeah, cause I feel like the bull in the train, what's one of the Hashira bulls, he the flame style or the flame breath. So I feel like Tanjiro gonna bring that up to him and say, and he gonna be like, nah, don't get my style twisted between that fire shit, cause what I do is protect, and I bring warmth to those around me, and I bring light to those around me, and like fire is just destruction. That's why I feel like
give me fire. Give me fire. Give me a lot of
The plot twist is you become a demon using fire breath.
I mean, hey, we already. I mean, hey, that's all I'm gonna say on that one. I mean, all right, we might as well get into the favorite character then. We might as well. Who is your favorite characters?
Oh, you already know.
I'm pretty sure I know who your favorite characters
My
is.
nigga's Zenitsu, bro. A lightning user. He cowardice right now, but he gonna go out of that.
They just gave me they gave me a lot.
He said they gave me a lot.
I ain't gonna put, like, we should also do like favorite demons. Cause my favorite demon was Rui, bro.
Okay, all right. So let's break that up. So we gonna have favorite demons, and then we have favorite demons.
All right, hold on. Let me go. All right. So my favorite main cast character is Zenitsu. My favorite Hashira is the fucking love like purple, pink and green hair chick. I don't know what she do.
The giggly one.
Yeah. She the Hashira smut. She the Hashira.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
I mean, come on. Everybody.
Paizuri's on deploy.
Like I could see if you was like, all right, okay. And I could see if you said that for 2, 3. When you say that for all of them, like who, like they all hit every nigga there hit.
No cap, bro. She's speaking the truth.
And then she was. I admire Butterfly Jones she's so proper. You be like, what? Everybody can get it.
Nah, when
what be going on in there?
I forget what was happening, but she started laughing and shit, hold her laugh back. That's automatically.
Tanjiro said that he swore him and Nezuko was gonna beat Muzan, and everybody was like, "Be real with us." Like,
keep it a stack, bro. I mean, but I guess he didn't. I don't know. It's a difficult thing. Tandro can smell the blood and know how dangerous a demon is off the like scent of the blood. So I'm guessing Muzan must have had like MJ. Because if he the upper echelon apex of a demon, like I would have think he must have not had anything. If he smelled, Muzan probably so upper echelon that those type of techniques don't like you ain't gonna see him on the radar like doing stuff with that. But I don't know. I mean, Quan, I could guess yours, but I mean your favorite main
my favorite demon was Rui because his Meruem's voice actor already said that, and he was fired. He was fired.
He was a little abusive though.
He was, but then like before every demon dies, they go to like their backstory and shit, and I feel like he was like a paraplegic or something. Like we couldn't really walk, couldn't even do nothing, and his parents tried to kill him when he became a demon, so he killed them and he lost his way, and he just wanted the family back, so he made it a false family with the spiders and shit.
I'm gonna be real. That's probably one of my most favorite demons. The backstory is so simplistic, but it's right to the point where it's like I feel like with a lot of other shows on our like story, it's like it's like they gave the character, then on his deathbed, like when it's over, when fading away from existence, it's like, damn, all I really wanted was X, Y, Z when I was a human. Oh, like they give you that, and it's really short and That's one of my favorite parts. So you said Zenitsu and Ryu.
Zenitsu, Rui, and the Love Hashira.
Love
Wait, her breathing technique is the love, like love breathing. What? That shit gotta
It's
be
from the heart.
That shit gotta be fire, bro.
I see a lot of panting going on. All right. Okay. All right. I ain't mad at that. Lil Quan,
Well, I guess my favorite character obviously would be Inosuke. The demon. I gotta go Muzan. It's just too easy. But with the Hashira,
scars on face.
What the fuck is it? Yes, yes.
Scars on face. He called that.
Look, he stabbed Nezuko, but I let him slide. I let him slide. Like he cool as shit. He damn near get an N-word pass from me, but I ain't going that far. I ain't going that far.
What?
Yeah.
What?
You know his brother's the boy from the intro.
Yes,
oh, that's the brother?
I do, and I'm so angry. Like, I can.
He got big as shit though. Nigga was like 8 feet tall. I'm like, damn.
You been reading steroids? You been reading
steroid breathing technique?
No, it just Tanjiro is such a polite person that you be mean to him, and yet Bull's still mean to him. Like
I don't know what's up with Bull, dog.
If I'm Tanjiro, I'm like, ew, family. Watch that, yo.
You better put hands on you, bro. You better put hands on you, bro.
He do what the Bull do to Inosuke. His hand big as shit.
Yo, he really made war juice out of Inosuke, man. He grabbed that man out and got squeezed. So you said your favorite demon design. I'm gonna be so real with you. I don't know who. If it boils down to
you cutting out, bro.
I said as it boils down to me, I don't. My favorites are it would almost be suffice to say is I don't really have.
See the thing is. Oh wait, are you talking about the demons?
I'm talking about I'm gonna put it like this. I enjoy pretty much all the characters. I
did too, but
okay.
I find it very difficult for me to specify a character from a preference standpoint over any other character.
I'm the same way. Like when I watch Hunter x Hunter, I think about Hunter x Hunter. I'm like, who's my favorite characters? I fuck with Gon, I fuck with Killer, I fuck with Kurapika, and I fuck with Yorio. So in that sense, I can't really choose. Like
that's what I'm saying. Like right now, I really rock with Tanjiro, Zenitsu, and Inosuke. So it's like I'm not entirely sure how I'm supposed to do that. And knowing me, I would think it would be the people would go to Muzan to be my favorite demon, but if I don't have enough.
I knew that would be the case with you. Like he didn't do enough for you.
Like I don't have enough yet. Like I need.
Now remember who's in the alleyway? He stuck his finger in the chick face. And
That
was disrespectful. That was disrespectful.
No, I thought you was gonna say when he snapped his fingers and the niggas came in kneeled. Like they slid in kneeling. Like how more intimidating can you get?
That nigga's so unreasonable though. Like Muzan is so unreasonable. You can't reason with this man. Like you tell him what you want to hear, he kills you. You tell him what you don't want to hear, he kills you. It's like fuck.
My thing though too, that's why I think Demon Slayer is such a really like for me to not have a specific favorite character, but for me to rock with the show as much as I do, I think that's just a testament to the show. Like the way they
let me switch the question around. Then this might give you an answer to the question. Like if you could be somebody in the main characters, who would you be?
Undoubtedly a demon. Undoubtedly.
No, I'm saying, out of the main main protagonists, who would you be?
If I had to be, I probably respect Inosuke the most. I feel like he taught himself, and I feel like him teaching himself goes so much of a longer way. Like and I respect Tanjiro and Zenitsu, but I feel like Inosuke path to success, just off of, if we're looking at distance travel, he had to go the farthest, because I'm pretty sure his whole family dynamic is non-existent. He had no infrastructure.
He raised in the wild and shit.
Like, he had to build himself, and I feel like I respect that more than anything anybody else did in the entirety show. So if I'm somebody in the show, it would probably be Inosuke. If I'm somebody in the main cast, that is. But knowing me, you know how to, like, what? And the sad part is, I would put it off as a demon, but the objective would be, like, I would keep demon blood in the back pocket in case dark day ever came. Like, if I ran into a demon that was like, oh, like, had a high max authority, that's just like, oh, he running up on me. And he do some slink, like right before he hit me with that slink, like hit me with some demon blood. Then he killed me. I get back up, like, yeah, where Muzan at? Where the boss?
I don't think it work like that, bro. Do it work like that?
Huh?
Right.
I'm not sure. I'm a hypothesis.
You can fuck around and just get AIDS before you die.
I mean,
like he got like 20 different demon blood in him. Like,
I always thought a transformation to demon, you had demon blood, because I didn't think.
I thought it was Muzan blood.
But I didn't think Muzan was the one. I didn't think Muzan was the one that Tanjiro family though. That's what brought that.
You say you don't think he was the one that killed Tanjiro family?
I don't think he was the one that did it.
He might not did it directly, but he was there because he turned Nezuko into a demon. I mean, based off what we know about the show so far, we only have to assume that, like, he's the only one that could. Wait, I think they said it. He's the only one that turned people into demons.
I think they said I don't. But
the doctor chick. When
but wasn't Rui the one?
What about Rui?
Wasn't he also converting? Like, he was also making.
He was.
But I thought becoming a demon. I didn't think every demon.
I think it's more along the lines of he turned them into. He was turning demons into his servants, though.
That's where the component with Nezuko. I didn't know. The doctor demon lady said, if you're going to find a cure, the answer lies in with Muzan, if you're going to find a cure. But I didn't think Muzan, like, I didn't see him going out to some, like, the back of the woods and targeting some random family. Then I didn't think that's.
But
what
is Tanjiro family really a random family?
Right. I mean, not to forget, like, there was that moment in the alleyway where he had that flashback of some bull kicking his ass.
I refuse to go look up spoilers on Demon Slayer, right?
I'm not doing that either.
But I seen thumbnails. I seen thumbnails with clickbaity questions, and I'm like, I'm not going to that video. But the fact that that's even a discussion lets me know there's more that meets the eye. But all I'm saying is, I'm thinking Muzan is a little more calculated. I don't see him going to that family doing what he did. I mean, I think
that was calculated though. I think he figured out where Tanjiro Pop was, or where his family stayed, and killed his whole family and turned Nezuko into a demon, as revenge for getting his ass whooped. But Tanjiro wasn't home when he did it. So when Tanjiro came home, he
assumed that was the whole family. He didn't take Tanjiro into account.
That's why he didn't recognize Tanjiro when Tanjiro read him in the streets, the city streets.
I ain't saying that he ain't. If that's what, like, I don't know if that's went down. My whole perspective on it was I assumed other demons could create other demons, like, I just throughout the entirety of the show. But it depends on if that's the wave that you want, because.
But if that's the case, can't you, like, just, like, if you're a demon, you go around, like, murking weaker demons, taking their blood, and becoming stronger? Like,
I mean, yeah, that's part of the objective, right?
I don't know, bro.
As I remember, like the more blood you get, the stronger you get. Right?
I thought that was only for Muzan though. Like, we have to see more because I don't know, bro.
But that's what I'm saying. I'm just hypothesizing. No.
That was what the dude with the gong did. Like he was taking bloods of rare people and using it to get stronger.
So my would be if I get some demon blood. I mean, this is my thing. I'm just reverse engineering type situation. Like, remember how Hashirama cells solved all humanity? I'm just thinking, if I get some demon blood, right, and I inject myself, like, why would we think the demon blood from Muzan could be a cure for Nezuko? Like, I feel like, I don't know. I just feel like that. I mean, but like I said before, using that. It wouldn't be like I'm going to the grocery store to get blood. Yep. I'm gonna become a demon in the night. It was more like if I'm getting bodied by one of the upper moon, I'm gonna inject like 4 syringes. It's like, I'm a demon it out.
When you mentioned that, I feel like we're gonna see that later on in the show. Like a person who's a demon slayer and also a demon, but he like fucking both.
That's gonna be so fucking
That's what
fire,
I would do if I was in the show, man. I'm gonna play both sides of the pendulum. Like, I'm gonna tell Muzan what he want here. Like, yo, man, I'm on the inside.
He can read your thoughts too. So.
Agent. Huh?
Yeah, I'm about to say I gotta be a demon before I realize that Muzan can read thoughts and all that crazy ass shit. Because there ain't no damn way I'm being a demon knowing that I'm constantly being monitored every second of the day. Like, I beat my dick and then this nigga Muzan is like, I see you not getting that blood. It's like, get the fuck out of here.
But you know the thing, you know what made me like how that component works is because can he read everybody he encounters or just demons? Like how?
I think it's just demons.
Or is it just?
Yeah,
demons, right?
I would speculate to say it's just demons.
It has to be. But when we met Tanjiro, he didn't read Tanjiro mind.
But that's what I'm saying, right? So okay, but my question then. How I want to articulate this is because is he constantly reading all like every demon's mind?
I think it's like an active thing. I don't think it's passive.
Yeah.
But okay, so because my thing is, I don't think he would. Well, like I would think there's I don't know if I respect, but it'll be a component to that situation where I'm gonna tell you to do something. You come back with the information. Like, I'm gonna let you tell me the information. Like, I don't know how the mind reading aspect. Like, I don't know if he does that to the upper moon guys. That's what I'm saying. Like, I'm excluded from that. Like, hey, yo, man, you ain't got.
Nah, I think that nigga so ruthless. He does that any demon he encounters.
I'm like, hey, Muzan, I got that. I got that. We know where I know where.
And then he just be like, so you saying you know more information than me?
I'm gonna just look at him like, hey, yo, you keep playing. I'm about to demon or to get you. Me, I'm gonna get you.
He take one step, your head start rolling back. It's like you thought you was looking up, but then you realize you wasn't trying to look up.
That'd be like the Kilo and the.
Snap your whole shit over.
I don't know. I would, if I could be somebody, I would want a demon slayer because I feel like you get the best of both worlds. You understand the reading. I would think you would be the perfect, like one of the perfect demon slayers, because you know breathing. I don't know, but that's just me. Yeah, man.
It would take a lot for you to be. Well, you're not trying to be a Hashiran or anything. You just want to be a demon slayer. So
I just want a fundamental
understanding. Hashira and Upper Moon at the same time.
So once I'm a circumvent the gap between
that's kind of wild.
I'm gonna circumvent the gap between skill once like what? Like, huh? You know how strong demons be? Go to demon art. Make me get some crazy demon art. Stop playing with me. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna be. You know how much people I'm gonna be.
The only way you could possibly like comfortably utilize that is if you had like a demon, a blood art that was like that gave you the ability to be like invisible to Muzan. Like in that case, then you can proceed peacefully with your plan.
I ain't gonna try. The escape was dead from the up jump. Like if you was summoned there and you ain't had no control over how you got, how you
He
think
was
you
a
gonna
dummy,
escape?
dog.
I
I thought he was going to run up on Muzan, at least fight. I would have gave you some props, but you tried to book it.
I mean, he was scared, man. Like people choose flight.
Oh,
But
man.
but the real question, right, is where does this stack up as anime of the?
But wait, before we get to that, did you get your favorite Hashira?
Did I give my favorite Hash?
No, he did not.
No, I did
I
not.
don't, we don't
dancing.
know a lot about them, but I mean, based off appearance, you can guess what their personalities and shit like.
Oh, okay. If I have to go, made of
You cutting out, bro.
The original. I said going off the information we have available to move, because he the only boy that was like he rolled for Tanjiro more than anybody else.
True.
It's like
Oh
everybody.
yeah, he's cool as shit.
Everybody else was demon on sight, and plus it's like I feel not bigger bro to Tanjiro, but he has Tanjiro, like he mastered the style that he had, and it's like all right, Tanjiro, that's where you at. This is where you aspire to be, Brody.
He had that
No doubt you gonna
13
get
form. That shit was like, what? I thought it was only 12.
Facts.
Water breathing. He said, nah, nigga, I made my own, nigga. This is a 13.
I mean, my
form.
own. Yeah, so if I gotta go, if I have to, I should. And he cool. Like he don't play. He no nonsense with it. He looked out for Tanjiro, and he was there from the jump. When he came there, he was asleep. Although that made me. Then now there's a very serious inquiry about the demon that did attack. That might have been because for him to feel though as a Hashira to go investigate that situation, like he's a Hashira. So that must have been a high, powerful demon that was a through Tanjiro family. If I'm just doing speculation, so yeah, I would probably go to Moku.
I ain't even think about that. Like the fact that he was within that vicinity.
Yeah. Might have been. So I would say Tomoka. Right now, demons. Yeah. We gotta wait a little longer, man. Like I like some of the. Yeah, but I can't rock with none of them personally on an upper echelon level because I feel like it ain't been enough. Like it ain't been enough for me.
Yeah, I'm just going for looks for my shit, so I'm not even.
I mean, my favorite. Usually, with my favorite characters, look is all you need.
Aesthetics is all you need. Perspective.
Because everything else fell in automatically. So you know.
All right. Where does it stack up? Anime year.
Let's see. So anime that came out this year. I think I have a list right here. This shit not loading up on my phone though. We got One Punch Man season 2.
Ouch! Why you?
It's on the list, bro. I'm just reading what's on the list.
Okay. All right.
Midnight Occult Civil Servants. Never heard of it.
Didn't watch it.
Let's see. We have. I don't know. I'm just gonna skip this. Mix Meisei story.
Didn't watch it either.
Is that
unless it's got a
baseball?
different name.
It's a baseball series. Okay. You got Demon Slayer.
Nope. A1.
Kaguya-sama Love is War. I heard that was fire. I haven't watched
Whoa. Kaguya-sama. Demons. When does Demon Slayer come out?
Demon Slayer came out April 9th.
I mean, Kaguya-sama.
That joint was out
a while ago.
Kaguya-sama came out on January 12th.
Kaguya-sama was fire. Like, if that's the one I'm thinking about, the rhyme, that was hilarious.
Yeah, that's the rom-com genre.
I thoroughly enjoyed that rom-com.
Yeah, I heard it was fire too. I just haven't watched it.
But the problem, I'm gonna be honest with you. I feel like for different people, it's different levels to anime. Like when you have action, like when you have top level action, like there's a difference between the awkward genius, girl genius, and they like each other, but they don't, and they flirting whatever, and a boy slaying demons. Like you can execute. They both was execute, but
It could come down to reference at the end of the day.
you got Demon Slayer animated by. Give me Demon Slayer.
All right, we got Fruits Basket. Also came out this year. I heard things about that. I haven't watched it.
I heard it was good, but I didn't watch.
Yeah, we got Boogie Pop and others. I watched like 2 episodes of that and I stopped. I ain't gonna hold you.
I heard there's a way you gotta watch it.
Yeah, I was confused as shit.
Events that occurred. So
I watched episode 1 and my brain exploded. I'm like, what?
I'll put that on the queue for later. Put that on the
We got Rilakuma and Kaoru. Man,
not sure what that is.
Never
but...
heard of it. It's on Netflix.
Okay.
That's probably why.
All right, Netflix, stop doing that.
Agretzko season 2.
Gretzky. Wayne Gretzky? What, huh?
Agretzko.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that joint funny as shit.
I heard that was funny too. Yeah, that's on Netflix. We have Vinland Saga. That's still going?
No, that's doing fire.
That's still on.
Why?
Did it end?
Huh? No, it's still on. I think it's still.
No word.
Juan.
Oh yeah, that's on my queue.
Not the segue, but one of your favorite characters. Not the segue.
Oh.
He screams a Quan character. Like it's a moment in the enemy. I'm gonna just drop one jewel. Boy, so he go join the enemy army, right? And they asked him, "Why would you do that? We obviously gonna win. Why would you join them?" He was like, "Because y'all was gonna win. I'm gonna fight. You know you're gonna win." Quan,
So he left the winning side to go join the losing side.
But then, that's the problem. He shifted the tide of the war. When he went to the other side, like let's put it like this. Let's say not like the Spartans and the Persians was going to war, right?
Right.
It's like he was on the Spartan side, then went to the Persians, and then like the whole dynamic went from like, all right, let's say the Spartans was finna demolish. Then when the bull, his name Thorkel, Quan, that's your man's 100 grands. Why? Cause he not fighting for victory. He fighting for the love of it. And I'm like, hey, yo,
yes.
I can't even be mad at that. I can't even be like he be throwing trees at people. It was ridiculous. Vinland Saga, fire. Like that thing is straight heat.
All
right. That's on my queue then.
Let me continue to do these real quick. You got Fire Force.
I heard Fire Force was fire too.
That's my shit. You got Dororo. Haven't watched that, but I heard that was fire.
I heard that was fire too.
You have Dr. Stone.
Fire.
I love Dr. Stone.
I watched 2 episodes. I ain't catch up with it yet. We have Carol and Tuesday. I keep seeing this, but I don't have no idea what it is. Like,
I don't know what that is either. I'm sorry.
Oh, it's on Netflix. Yikes. We got The Promised Neverland.
Fire.
Delicious.
Fire.
Live action?
Huh?
Stop. Cut that out, bro. That's not...
I mean, we have Sara Zanmai. They're like 2 niggas dancing.
I'm good.
Edit that out.
I'm good on that. I'm good on that.
Yeah.
And we got Mob Psycho season 2. I forgot about that. Damn.
Mob Psycho season 2. I didn't even. I gotta watch my. I gotta.
Alright, so yeah, that's all of the anime that came out. Not all of them, but.
Damn, Sword Art didn't make it. Damn, it shouldn't have, but I guess it did.
He says Sword Art. Alright, so based off of the anime, I just laid out where does Demon Slayer like fall for y'all niggas? Cause I feel like for me, like The Promised Neverland and Demon Slayer is like fucking 1A and 1B, bro. Cause The Promised Neverland.
Damn.
I haven't watched Dr. Stone enough to fucking.
The problem with Dr. Stone is that this arc, the slowest arc, like as far as what's happening in this arc, it's slow. Like the pacing is a little slow. And, like it's Dr. Stone's still fire, but it ain't what's happening right now for you to happening, you can't really even compare it. Like, but I'm sitting here having where I'm at with it, cause Promise Neverland was super heat. You know, I'm like extremely should be competitive, but it's not because they didn't. JC staff didn't do it. But
yikes. You got Demon Slayer, and you got fucking Kaguya-sama. I heard that was fire.
Kaguya-sama fire, but for me, action probably. If they both execute, I don't see how a rom-com could win that. Especially if you're gonna have elements like you're gonna have. Well, no, you ain't gonna have. I don't think.
That's a little hard. Yeah, that is pretty hard to compare genres.
I'm stuck right now. I'm stuck. The Promised Neverland, Vinland Saga, and Demon Slayer are undoubtedly top 3. I'm trying to rank them. The reason I like these shows for like different reasons.
Yeah.
Stuff like Demon Slayer, I feel like the quality, ufotable story,
the episode quality is up there.
Like it's so A1. I can't argue. For me to have said I don't have favorite as if right now as season 1 transpired, and for me to rock with the show as much as I do just is a testament to the quality of the show. But the Promised Neverland was fire. Like the Ray, the Emma, the Norman, the whole. Okay, Vinland Saga has my favoriteest character out of all 3 anime.
Okay.
That came through clean.
Yeah,
that came nice and clean.
So for me, it's difficult to like rank them because it's like the shit that my favorite character does on fire. And okay, all right.
And Vinland Saga's still ongoing too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so
it is now. Right.
So
I'm gonna have to catch up. How many episodes is it up
right
to?
Now it's up to like 12, I think. Or I think the 13th might have came out today, but don't quote me on that.
Got you.
But
I'm gonna hit the plug up for that because I ain't got no Amazon Prime.
I'm trying to think. I might go Promise Neverland, Demon Slayer, and Vinland Saga in that order. That might how it go. But it's subject to change because Vinland Saga.
Yeah.
If what I think is going to happen happens, I might have to slide Vinland Saga up a slide or two. Like the problem that is happening here is that Vinland continuing. Like whereas like they as far as this season goes, Promise Neverland and Demon Slayer already put their bid in.
Right.
I ain't got for this season. Like the concrete for Vinland Saga is still moist, so it's still more that can be done with it. So, but as of right now, I go Promise Neverland, Demon Slayer, Promise Neverland, Demon Slayer, and Vinland. For me.
Yeah, for me, I'm gonna go Promise Neverland, Demon Slayer, and then whatever the fuck. Oh shit, then whatever the fuck else. Promise Neverland, it was just so complete, like, and the direction on that shit, like the camera angles and the camera work, that shit was fire.
I feel like when we talking about it, I feel like we.
Hello?
Don't tell me I cut out.
You cut out, bro.
That whole time.
I said with Demon Slayer, I feel like there's a wee bit of recency because it just ended. Like it's fresh in our minds. Like Promise Neverland was a little. But I remember being flabbergasted after episode trying to escape. Like the feeling during the show
Right.
was like I don't like I'm more curious to see what happens in Promised Land than I was in Demon Slayer. But that's just the nature of the show, because one is serious, like a mystery like type of drama, and the other one is an action. So if we're talking about moments, like they both give you moments, but it's much more dramatic in Neverland. 'Cause, like this, bad things is going to occur. Like in Demon Slayer, bad things are going to occur, but Tanjiro can win the day by whipping somebody's ass. That when you remove that element of you have to outthink your adversary situation. It's like I think there's a different component to it. So, I'm going Never Promised Land.
Never Promised Land.
Never Promised Land.
What was yours? Was?
I was just gonna concur with what you're saying because I didn't see a lot of the shows that was mentioned.
I haven't either. Yeah.
And I also would like to point out that there are shows this season, this up and coming season.
Oh yeah, like My Hero about to come out.
So it's like, yeah, so it's like it's a little hard for it to make the final judgment of anime of the year for now.
We'll probably do up until now. Like, what would you give it to?
Okay.
But
All right.
and then we could do like another one later about. But the thing about My Hero, it's probably gonna be like 20 some episodes, so going to next year, so it won't be finished by the time the end of the year comes. So I don't know.
And I'm gonna be honest with you. Just for me, I'm a little short.
You cutting out, bro.
I said for me, I'm a little too short of animes but that's just me.
Yeah, I mean,
I think he said something about binge.
He said something about short enemies too. He said he more partial to shorter enemies.
Yeah, I'm partial to shorter animes because it's easier to binge.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but
Okay.
the binge factor will it don't come into account because I'm watching shit weekly. So if it's a long if I get 50 enemies but it's week by week by week, 50 episodes of an anime but it's week by week by week, then I'm cool with that.
Right.
But if it just dropped like 100 episodes, like One Piece, I can't get into that because it's too motherfucking long, dog.
1,000 episodes.
That shit crazy.
I mean, but if you start now, you probably catch up by like 20.
Nah, bro.
I heard a thing that like One Piece was like a Krabby Patty. Like the only people who don't like One Piece are the people who've never watched it.
Man, you don't.
I mean, but I heard, but people have said One Piece, and I feel like I can't really rebut it because I didn't watch it. But there's another part of me like, well, for it to have remained this popular after this many episodes, like it gotta have something. It gotta be addicting. Like it gotta be like better than cocaine or something.
Boruto popular. You know how that is.
But nah.
How the hell is Boruto? I think that's marketing. There ain't no way that show.
Hold on. I was on Instagram and a person had posted in a comment joint, whatever. It said name an overrated anime, and then one of the people commented Boruto. I'm like, how is Boruto overrated when everybody universally hates this shit?
I'm about to say Boruto isn't. I was gonna say Boruto isn't popular. Naruto's son is popular. There's a difference. Like Boruto could have been anybody. Boruto could have been Billy Bob Schmo from up the street. That have still got the same. Like if we're talking about, like the reason I'm talking about One Piece that way is because it came out from all the way back when, and still people talk about it like it's A1 upper echelon. So I can't.
You might have to do a reaction to that shit on the channel. All 1,000 episodes.
No.
That's
Oh my
not
god.
You gonna grow beards on that fucking couch. You old as shit on that shit.
Oh man.
But yeah, and so that's how we got it. Everybody has The Promised Neverland at 1, and Demon Slayer at 2 for now, at least until another anime or come out from next season or whatever. Oh yeah, at the end of episode 26, there was an announcement for a Demon Slayer movie. I don't know when it's coming out, but it's a whole arc. It's gonna be condensed into a movie, so that's gonna be fire.
Hey, that's interesting.
Oh yeah, we ain't talking about the boy that got that passed the Muzan test and got the fucking blood, and then he on a fucking.
Oh yeah, I
train with a
like
suit
him.
on.
I like him.
I kind of knew he was going to make it.
I thought he was going to get choked.
I thought we wasn't gonna kill everybody, bro. I thought everybody was dead.
I mean, but I feel like when you killing people, when the one person wants the death, it's like it makes it a little, for me, just in probably all mediums, make it a little likely to get like cut up. Like if you.
Oh no! I mean, my thing was, I thought he really just hated the other demons, and he just was like, "Bet now I can be choked." Like, he ain't even give a fuck. Like,
I mean, he was extremely sadistic. I mean, all the traits that one have, like Muzan, boy, he checked all the boxes. Like he wasn't so much as focused on self-preservation as he was the actual despair and destruction that was being caused. Be that be as him or somebody else. I think if you're looking for demons that are qualified to do the job, I don't think
so. The best demon qualifications is to be a Junko.
Or a Mukuro Ifusawa.
Despair.
The 13th student.
Ultimate despair. I mean, I would guess. I would think. But I don't know, man. Muzan had a whole family. Child. I don't know what that's about. But when you first see that man, that's why I need more from Muzan.
See, the thing is, because I've seen Rui, I now feel as though that family of his is actually genuine. His daughter and that wife of his, like,
oh, yeah.
I speculated they was fake, but after seeing Rui, I'm like, nah, I know Muzan is genuine with this shit. He's way
But
too
how
smooth.
you got a whole wife and kids and you out here slaying these cross-dressing? Like, explain it. Muzan, I just need one explanation, bro. You ain't even got to...
Every perfect husband always got that side factor to him when they leave that house for work.
Every perfect.
So Muzan don't go to the bar and talk to random chicks. He turned into a chick.
He get that perm, like.
Become the chick. Become. You got a chick. I don't listen. I ain't mad at him. I need more information. Is all.
And we will get that when the new season comes out, bro. Hopefully that shit is next year.
Factuals.
And ReZero comes out next year too.
Right.
Shit, ReZero won't be fire, bro.
Oh, I forgot about ReZero.
Yeah.
I don't know why these anime come waiting this long. Like niggas damn near. Like,
at least they come through.
Facts.
At least they come through.
They could be like, what's that? What's that
Like
shit?
there was a time a while ago where it was your anime will never get another season, and now all these animes getting another season.
Yeah, like, what was the chick with Shiro? I think was it Sora? What's the name? When they went to the other world and they had to play games in order to live.
Oh, No Game No Life.
Yeah, that shit didn't get another season.
Oh,
I ain't gonna lie. I think Deem omitted
I
one.
think. Wait, what you mean?
He omitted one. I think no. What's it? Another one I really rock with. He didn't even add any isekai. That level.
I'm confused. What happened?
I said your hatred for isekai has reached max. You ain't add no isekais.
That's what the anime of the year, John.
Yeah.
I was reading from a list. This is not my own personal list.
Right. He did say he was reading it from a list, so there was no
fault,
isekai on that list.
My fault. I'm just thinking.
There's freaking isekai nowadays where they just copy pasta characters. Like,
it's another one come out. It was in another world, but I'm scared. I'm powerful in another world, but I'm scared or some shit like that. Look like what?
I know what one you talking about.
It's damn near satire at this point.
Nah, I'm pretty sure that one is though, but I know which one. Join. Like he like almost a control freak. Like he in the other world. But I know which one you talking about. I mean, you know what? Anime of the year is a Quartet. I'm done. Drop the mic.
All right, thank you for this podcast.
I was gonna say like reincarnated as Islam.
Nah, I'm trolling. Reincarnated.
And then Goblin Slayer came out this year or was that last year?
Who?
Goblin Slayer?
Goblin Slayer.
Was that last year or was that?
I have no idea, bro. Time is blending together nowadays.
Yo, time is. Yo, I gotta have a.
That's how you know we about to end up in an isekai, but we don't die. Like, time is just, like, combining together. It's gonna feel like today is yesterday, and then we just wake up and we in a folklore crib. Elves walking the street.
And cat chicks.
Anthropomorphic beings.
Please take me.
But nah. Yeah, Demon Slayer, fire. Like, if there was last thoughts on it, it's just fire. I don't know if you didn't watch it, you did yourself a disservice not watching it.
Yeah, man. If you haven't seen it yet, I don't know why you're watching this podcast, but if you haven't seen it, go watch it, man.
That's hilarious.
I mean, everyone has to know about it at this point. It was literally trending #1, like damn near worldwide on Twitter. Like,
it did go worldwide when episode 26 came out. And that last scene, there was on a train in the back, and it was just like the music started playing from the intro.
It trended worldwide twice, episode 19 and 26. Episode 26.
Yeah, but it was
like, if you don't get any more powerful than that, I don't know what to tell you.
Listen. I'm telling people now. You be in. That's all I'm gonna say. You'll enjoy. If you don't, hey, nothing else I can say about that.
Yeah, man. If you haven't seen it, go fucking watch it, man. Turn this fucking video off. like it first, and then go watch Demon Slayer.
This was a podcast.
This is podcast number 3 or 4.
This might be number 4. I just don't know how many has been released, but that
I think we did 2 guaranteed release Jones.
So yeah, I'm pretty sure this might be the. But this is a podcast from TQ. We got AMAV 115. We got Infinite Ghost 88.
Yes.
Singular 8 on PS4.
Yeah, man.
And then we got Quan Chow Phoenix Unique.
Oh God.
3000.
3000.
Could y'all butcher that anymore?
But yeah, thanks for watching.